Okay, here's Hercules Leg Cave at Lava Beds National Monument. 10:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time. There's a trail down here. I'm going to go ahead and follow the trail. If it branches out, I'm going to go to the left. This is one of the developed caves around here. Easy to find, easy to explore. When it's open, it's not open year-round, but it's open today. I hear people to the right. I'm going to be going to the left. Okay, I'm going to get in the shade here, give my eyeballs a chance to adjust. Okay, so first let me turn around. This is the stairs I just came down. Over there is one way. I heard people over there. It echoes really well in this cave. So here, notice the ceiling is like 3 feet thick or more. Notice how it's rough and it curves down, so the ceiling gets thicker and thicker. So it's definitely sturdy. There's a little side area over there. I'm going to keep to the left, so I'm going to check this out on the way back. But as long as I'm here, I thought I'd take a look around. Oops. Sort of a dead end there. Check that out on the way down. Notice how there's breakdown rock here on the left, but it's smooth to the right. Okay. I'm going nice and slow in case there are bats and so on. Take a look around. The ceiling here is huge, like 15 feet tall. Notice how flat the floor is. There's a little bit of roughness texture, but it's still relatively even. It's cold in here. It's like 70 degrees outside or more. In here it's got to be 50 or less. I think that's why the bats hibernate in this cave. It's nice and cold. Oh wow, there's natural light ahead. I've been here before, but it's been a while. I don't have it all memorized. You notice the trail branches out 2 ways here, right? It goes to the left there, and it goes to the right. Like I said, I'm going to keep to the left for now. Let me take a look at this ceiling. A little cup hole out here. Wow, okay. So you notice how there's a lot of breakdown here to the right. But the trail there is pretty even and easy. So looking back, let me pan down a bit. So that's the way I cave. Notice I can still see natural light. Technically, if I had to, I could do this cave without a flashlight. Maybe if I get a better camera, I'll do that sometime. Mostly I got the flashlight here for the camera, not for me. Anyway, well, obviously it is a little bit safer if you can see what you're doing. There's a little elevated area up there. I don't know if you'd call it a side passage, but there's something up there kind of interesting. They ask to stay on the trail if there is one, but obviously you're allowed to go off trail in most cases if you want to take a look around. But if you stay on the trail, it reduces the damage, wear and tear on the cave, so it's better to try to stay on the trail. Interesting. Okay, so here I am at an entrance. I got my flashlight off. Notice how high the rocks are stacked up on each side. So that's artificial. This is a created trail, right? Before, the rocks were all like that. So that's looking back in. Without the flashlight, it's kind of dark in there. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and stay on this trail. Now here we are, another branch. So I'm assuming that goes back around to the right where I was. Like I said, I'm going to keep going left for now. Hopefully I won't end up too lost. Oh, what the heck. Somebody's got some junk down there. It's like a, I think, Capri Sun, empty Capri Sun or something down there. But anyway, So the trail continues to the right. As you can see, there's a way in and out here to the left, a small natural entrance, skylight, whatever you want to call it. Notice how it's kind of smooth and curvy there, but not even. Wow, it's just, before I turn on my flashlight, look how there's a little bit of natural light coming through there. So there's a skylight. Hold on, gotta watch my footing. Yeah, there's just loose rocks there. If you remove those loose rocks, it'd probably be like 1.5 feet in diameter. But obviously you shouldn't go around randomly removing rocks, that's bad. So here, I'll pan up. The rocks hopefully are sturdy in place. I wouldn't want them to fall on my head. So I'm gonna pan down here. So that's just the way I came. Interesting color. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead here. The floor here, I'm still sloping down, which means I'm heading roughly northeast. There's a cool little hole in the ceiling. I can't quite see up there, but it obviously goes back a ways. Cool. Need to get like one of those little cameras that they use for colonoscopies. Stick it up there, take a look around. The ceiling here is like 15 feet tall. Tons of room. Luckily the cave isn't too busy today. Notice here, so the ground is dark because it's damp, right? It's still wet. In the middle there's a rock, and then somebody made a pile of rocks. Let me go over here. I felt a little raindrop come down, whatever you want to call it. Little side area there. Let me look back up here this way. So that's the way I came in. I don't know if it can tell on the camera or not, but that is definitely a slope going back up that way. My shoes don't have very good traction, so I need to be extra careful. Sometimes I wear boots, but I'm just wearing shoes today. Interesting little side area here. There's a trail on this side, so I'm gonna go ahead and stay. Oh, whoa! Hello, I did not even remember this from before. Look at that, there's a hole in the ceiling. Just a sec, I'm gonna turn off my flashlight. Okay, well, it's not a lot of light, but wow. Imagine trying to, I'm almost tempted, I need to go up there and see if I can find that hole from above. But yeah, that would be bad if I fell down there. Okay, and there's a pile of dirt under it, so there's probably people or other animals, you know, kicking dirt down there. Or maybe just the wind blowing dust in, I don't know. But yeah, ugly. Speaking of ugly, look at the ceiling here. It's out of reach of people, so there's some kind of, let me pan my camera up here a bit. Some kind of fragile rock formations up there where people haven't been able to reach, damage them. It's like a real thin layer of rock that partly melted down and dripped, then solidified. Notice the dark rock there. I don't think that's just plain rock. I think that's like rat droppings and stuff. Okay. So look at that. There's a way up there. I'm going to keep staying to the left, so I'm not going to climb up there right now. Maybe on the way back I'll check that out. But yeah, here's a